Nobody wants to get united. Like, what we gotta do is meet everybody in 149th Street at the bench.
Welcome back to the bench, ladies and gentlemen. Today I wanted to go over the top 5 tag mistakes I see super common throughout newer graffiti artists' work. And of course, leave what you believe to be some really common mistakes for tags in the comments down below. Number 1, newer graffiti artists use the most ridiculously sized nibs for the most ridiculously sized things. I've literally seen new graffiti artists do tags with pink dots on stop signs. How does that work? How do you do that? Why would you do that? But that's obviously one extreme. I definitely see a lot of newer graffiti artists not understanding the concept of having a nib that fits the size of the tag you're going to do. Number 2, newer graffiti artists rush everything. And you guys know what I'm talking about because we've all been there. We've all been there. Where you finally get a can in your hand or you get a marker, whatever the case is, and immediately, even if it's in a black book, like I've seen newer graffiti artists hit black books at the speed of light, and it's like, you don't have to do that. Like, make sure what you're doing is coming out the way you want it to come out, instead of just doing that and hoping it comes out good. That doesn't work. Number 3, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are waiting for this one, but newer graffiti artists add way too much style to their hand styles. And I know every single experienced graffiti artist is going to agree with me when I say that it's much better to have less style and for it to be correct than to have a ton of style where all of your letters are completely destroyed. Yet every single newer graffiti artist or every single inexperienced graffiti artist is going to think the exact opposite. And that's a common mistake a lot of graffiti artists fall into. A lot of graffiti artists, myself included, when I very first started, I jam-packed everything with style. And this leads us to number 4. The really big mistake that a lot of newer graffiti artists make is they forget about letter structure. They forget that graffiti revolves around the letter. Your letters still have to be there. After all, it is called writing, so at the end of the day, we gotta spell something. We can't just scribble whatever we want and call it a day. Now I know there's gonna be that one graffiti artist that's like, writing is illegal graffiti. I know, I got you. Don't worry, I know that part. And with this lack of letter structure, everything else fumbles. And that's really the crux of it, right? Because as we talked about in many videos, style is just the exaggeration of the fundamentals. That's all it is in every single art form. If you're lacking letter structures, then you're lacking one of the core fundamentals, which means you cannot add style effectively because you got rid of what style is dependent on, being the fundamentals. And it's also just a great time for me to go ahead and say, for like 99% of the people that send me a critique, keep it simple. I can't get back to all of you guys because there's way too many of you, but I can tell you right now the majority, like literally 9 out of 10 people that hit me up have to keep it simple. And number 5, the big one, is there's no consistency with their tag. They'll do one tag here, and they'll do that same exact tag again, but it'll look really inconsistent with the first one. And it boils down to all of the things I previously said. They're doing it too fast, not considering letter structure, and adding too much style, which all of those things in combination just give you a huge lack of consistency. And that's really one of the main definitive things behind a good graffiti artist is their consistency. Obviously, we're all human, so there is a little margin of room for error, and a little bit of a margin for a little inconsistency, but an experienced graffiti artist has really consistent, really refined hand styles. As for an inexperienced graffiti artist, they have a lot of inconsistency. Anyway, guys, once again, let me know what you believe are some really big common mistakes that newer graffiti artists make with hand styles. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. It helps out a bunch. For those of you guys who are new, we come out with 2 graffiti videos a week, so feel free to subscribe so you don't miss out. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.